He wants to be by my feet. Sweet boy.
You video?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this is Dior, and Dior is, we had him from a puppy, and he's a product of
Posing.
China, our cream female, and Bolt, one of my other cream stud dogs. And I kept him because he's so
What
pretty.
are you doing?
Exactly.
Mermaid pose right there.
He's such a short, cobby little dog.
He's a sweetheart too.
He's oh, how old is he? He's probably, and you can see on the website, and you look at his pedigree, he's about 1.5 years old. And he's had, probably had 6-7 litters from him by now. Couple for me. In fact, I've got right now a litter from Lexi that's on the web page, and those puppies sold at about 6 days old. So he started his career. He's in his career about 6 months into his career. So he's been used, I'm going to say, once to twice a month. So he doesn't have a huge lineage behind him. I mean, it's not bad for a stud dog, especially one this young. But he has produced some very nice puppies. He's small. He weighs right now, I think, about 15, 16 pounds. So he's going to get a little bit bigger than that, but not a lot. And got, he's got nice shoulders, got a great head, not much tail. Everything I look for in a dog, it's right here in this guy right here. Real sweetheart.
Hey, baby.
So I use him with my creams, except I can't use him with his mother. Don't do that because I don't line breed. But if you've got a cream dog or a fawn dog, then I've got two choices for you. One is Bolt, which is the daddy of this guy, or Dior. I like Dior better than I do his daddy. But his daddy is very popular. His daddy's now is about 4.5 years old, and there's probably 60 litters behind him by now. So I think he'll outstrip his daddy in terms of the number of litters, because I think he's a better looking dog. His dad's not, I don't want to do his dad down. His dad's a nice looking dog, but he's a bit smaller, and for that I like him, because we try to produce puppies that are in that 18 to 22 pound range, fully grown Frenchies. That's what we are trying to produce. For us, smaller is better, as long as they've got the right structure, and he's got the right structure and he's small. So let's just see if he wants to run around a little bit. He's not often used that very often.
Come on.
Alright, my turn to the camera. Let's get you in it. Keep going. Just keep going. Let's get you in it. You're a lot more photogenic than I am. He's your favourite, isn't he, Chanel?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
His mermaid pose.
Yes.
His tongue.
It's funny, his daddy does that little tongue thing every now and then too.
Does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Over for the camera?
Oops.
Oh, stretch. He's a sweet boy.
So he really does have a pretty face, doesn't he? I love his face, and his face shows up in... Now there's a little mark above his eyes there. I'm not sure what's going on there, but the hair's growing back. Got some kind of a scrape there. I'm not sure if there was a tussle at some point with another mess. I have to be a little bit careful sometimes with, I let all the dogs kind of run around together, but if I've got female heat, then the males can be a bit crappy towards each other occasionally, because they all want to, I mean, these are all stud dogs, so they're all intact and they know exactly what they're supposed to be doing. You can see he travels very nicely. Nice gait. Very nice gait. Short, cobby dog. And again, so there is a video on our website of him from when he was, look at his pose there, from when he was about 9 months old. So I wanted people to see him now that is about, what's he now, 1.5 years old now?
Not quite a year and a half.
But getting there, isn't he? He's got to be that kind of age.
Yeah.
So, again, very easy to pull from. I don't have to have a teaser dog. If you call me up, I can collect from this guy, no problem. So I use a computer controlled shipping box that cools the semen down very slowly to 5 degrees, and in fact that happens at the beginning of the trip, and it will then stay at 5 degrees for the rest of the trip, and it'll arrive to you about 16 or 17 hours later.
Dior.
And
Cat over there, I think. Kitty. Dior.
He's a cat.
Yeah. I found this.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Dior.
Is he? There he is. Okay, you'll see him here in a moment.
I'm checking it out. Come here, big baby.
There he is.
You tiny baby.
So, as I was saying, computer controlled shipping
He's like
box.
15 pounds.
Yeah, if you're going to use this guy, definitely call me up when your when your dog goes to first heat, so we can reserve him, because I do get multiple bookings. We've got to be careful that I can meet my obligations to people. But I can typically have it to you by 10:30 the following morning, collect about 3:30 my time, and have it to you the next day in the morning. So it's very fresh. Some people want multiple shipments, not a problem. Here's a $500 stud fee. I collect half the stud fee when you do the first when I do the first shipping. I charge $150 for overnight shipping. That's the actual cost for me for the extender and the box and batteries for the computer box and return shipping for my computer box and all that good stuff. But anyway, some people want multiple shippings. Most people go with one, some go with two, occasionally people go with three. It all depends on what you want. You just pay me half the stud fee for the first shipment, and you pay me the rest of the stud fee after you've had a successful litter. Then once you've become one of our customers, then if you ever use any of my dogs again in the future, you only pay the shipping fee. You don't pay me any stud fee until you've got puppies on the ground. So basically that's a guarantee. We give a guarantee of live birth. So if the first time you're not successful, you have as many retries as you want. And if, look at that, it's a great post.
Poser.
And once you become a customer, as I say, you use any of my dogs to any of your dogs, no stud fee, changes hands until you've had a litter on the ground. So why do we do this? Because number one, we think that we all need to have the same incentives, that is to have nice litters. And I know some stud dog owners will charge you a stud fee regardless of what happens. They really don't care about it after that.
What's to run first?
But our policy is we want to be basically partners with you, and you need to be successful, and the way to do that is we only get paid if you're successful. So anyway, there he is. He's a really pretty dog.
Tiny.
That's tiny Dior. Has some very pretty puppies. If you've got a cream girl, this is a great choice right here. If you've got a fawn,
puts that confirmation on him, deluxe.
Yep. You've got a
short thing all over.
Fawn girl, again a good choice. If you had a pied, I'd probably go with Thunder, but you could use him for a pied. I've had people use him with brindles, and they get a smorgasbord of colours. So with brindles are a bit difficult because brindles are dominant colour.
Usually you get every colour that's in the brindle.
Right.
Of the female.
Yeah. All right, so there we go. Bye everybody.